Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video. And I think today we have a lot to talk about. Bitcoin has gone down to $7,200 per coin. XRP is close to 22 cents per coin. Yeah, I definitely think we have some stuff to talk about. Now, first off, from Lord Leonel at Leonel46294550 on Twitter, he says XRP's fair value just increased to 94 cents. Just wondering from you guys, and make sure you comment down below if you know, what is fair value and how does this work? Why is this 94 cents and what does the Coin Fair Value website do? Just wondering because I really have no idea. One funny comment I saw from Bob Moneybags was, "I'll sell you mine for 75 cents each. Consider it a friend's discount." I just laughed for a little bit right there, so I definitely thought this was worth a like. That was from Fake Coin Expert on Twitter. Really funny tweet. We move over into Jade, I don't really know how to pronounce it, the XRP Martian. He says, what is going on with XRP's volume? It's nearly 70% of its market cap right now, and yet the price is plummeting. Something seriously fishy is going on right now. There's a couple of things I must state. First of all, I have never seen the volume of XRP be 70% of its market cap. One thing I have to make. Second of all is volume does not translate into higher price, because this volume we're talking about, even if it was 70%, could also be people solely selling, meaning that the price could definitely be plummeting if volume is high. Also, something seriously fishy is going on. Well, fishy things are going on all the time, I'm noticing. But okay, so if you go check on Live Coin Watch, and I think on most of the websites it's going to be the same thing, you can see that the volume is 1.3 billion here, which is still a ridiculously high amount. But for example, if you check Tether, it's 5 times the market cap, and with Ethereum it's like 1/3 ish. So for XRP, the ratio is actually quite okay. Even EOS here, you can see 2.7 billion market cap to 2 billion volume. Ratios really crazy. Litecoin here, all these ratios are just a lot stranger than that of XRP. XRP kind of comes closer to Binance Coin, as you can see here. It's just a smaller percentage of it. But yeah, just notice this again, that I never saw it being at 70%, but you guys just let me know if that happened and if that's on some other website, just because I personally missed it. I've tried to find it, but I could not find where people saw this. XRP Godfather on Twitter said, "I'm expecting XRP to touch 20 cents and then 18 cents in the short term. Then we go up. No limit." Like the tweet just because I completely agree with this. Now, I'm not actually expecting anything, and I don't want to raise any expectations for the people watching this video, so for you. But I must elaborate again on my situation and on my stance towards price predictions / longer term goals. So to briefly elaborate on that, first of all, I think price predictions over a shorter term are stupid to do, and I will try to stay away as much as I can from doing my own. If you see me agreeing to predictions or saying that I think that is likely to happen, yada yada yada, that is purely my own opinion and not financial advice, and definitely should not be taken as financial advice. Just to have that clear. Now, a prediction like this in the short term, I think has no real value to it because it's just a random guessing game. But I would like it to happen. Why is that? Well, as you saw in one of my previous videos, XRP at 20 cents, this is actually 0.20 cents, which means, like just a small part of a cent, like 2/10 of a cent, but okay. This is how billionaires are made. It's something we actually are kind of an advocate of, or however you would like to say that we are supporting this claim, and we're on XRP Maximus's side. I also think that the lower the price goes, the more billionaires will be made. And again, we're not really talking about billionaires, we're just talking about making you rich or something like that, just because our longer term goal for XRP is, somewhere at the top. And that would mean like the lower we go right now in price, the more coins you could buy, the lower your average price will be, meaning the more coins you'll have over in the end, which means, more coins times high price is rich. At least that's the easiest way I can explain it. He also here briefly states, this is again XRP Godfather, then we go up, no limit. That is actually something you kind of have to believe to be able to follow along with all of this. We've talked about buying strategies where you layer your buys, so every time the price goes lower, you buy more to get your average price down. Also, sometimes DCAing, depending on exactly what layers you buy, double cost averaging. But this no limit part is actually essential to really follow along or to really enjoy this as much. So what is going to happen here, at least to their predictions, is it going to go to 20 cents, maybe 18 cents, and then skyrocket back upwards without really any future or any scene point where it's going to stop. Why that is needed is because your longer term goal for XRP needs to be really quite high to really follow along into these categories of becoming rich with these coins and to really have the benefit from buying in low. If your expectation is that the prices are going to go down over longer term, then you might have to reconsider holding through. For example, Tony Valentino here says, can't wait for sub 20 cent XRP. Packed up the fiat and ready to kick them out for some precious XRP. My precious. With, what's the name again of this guy? Comment down below again what his name is. Schmiegel? Was that it? Was it Schmiegel? I think it was, right? How do you spell Schmiegel? It's an interesting name. But comment down below if you know his name. Let me know. But, yeah, I definitely agree with this as well. Below 20 cents, we're going to be buying it. Going to be buying from fiat. Going to be buying maybe for some other crypto. Don't completely know. Also, always diversify, babies. Make sure you do that. Liquidity index, I just got shown this a little bit ago again, that liquidity is doing crazy today, my guys. Insanely good, insanely crazy. So, yeah, if you've not been up to date with all of this, I think Trexia, let me actually quickly go one back. Trexia just sent me this. Liquidity index for BITSO, XP to Mexican peso, 28-day moving average trend, or moving trend, I'm sorry. Day progress 29%. Today so far 6.5 million, all-time high 6.2 million. You can see right here how the day was looking. It was just completely insane. It's just actually it kind of depends on what day they captured this from, but since they're saying all-time high, and the all-time high was most likely one of these last days, and they're saying current date right here, 25th. Today is the 25th, yes. Then yes, it must be true. All right, Terexia, thank you for that. But I want to check out the Liquidity B, which normally provides these things as well. And on here, you can also see that earlier today, liquidity was just doing crazy. This is, again, just for BITSO XRP to Mexican peso. But here, look at those numbers, guys. Just completely insane. Really, really high up. It's, to me, quite mind-staggering. It's just really completely insane. I find that really strange and crazy to see, but okay. XRP Crypto Wolf said on Twitter, XRP ledger transactions skyrocketed to new all-time high of 4.0483 million on Saturday, the 23rd of November. So this was already a couple of days ago that it really skyrocketed, but I think people needed a little bit of a day, because this was announced the 24th, to realize that was going on, and also to post it and whatever. Bitcoin transactions amounted to 306,000, while Ethereum transactions stood at 630,000. XRP became the most transacted crypto as it dwarfed other top coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Fun fact, Ethereum has been above them for a ridiculously long while. Here you can see all the way from July of this year, and I actually don't completely believe this, as in my brain, I don't know, in my knowledge, in my history here, XRP has really always kind of been at the top, but maybe because here was at the top for such a long while, then it just dipped below it for a little bit, and then it came above it for a long time again, is why I might have a skewed opinion. But right now you can see that this change is just completely insane. You know, we're making progress here by leaving those other coins behind here. Volume going up like crazy, and this is amount of transactions, not money or anything. It's amount of transactions, so it could be manipulated very easily, but it's still crazy to see how XRP is dwarfing all of them. XRP became the most transacted cryptocurrency as it dwarfed other coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, like we can see right there. Now, wow, look at that right there, guys. That's just to me also quite insane to see. I find that really crazy. Yeah. Andreas also shows people payments from address 1 leads to Binance. Account activated 2nd of October, same day. Volume started to skyrocket. Check this out. Okay, we're not going to check that out too much, though. I also saw another article. It was called Price of XRP Will Continue to Rise Year on Year. CEO Jürgen Leonel. Fun fact. This was the first year in a very long while that the XRP year-over-year price was actually lower, or XRP year-over-year low, was actually lower than the year before that, if you guys get me. So the lowest point of the year in 2016 was lower than the lowest point of the year in 2017, which was again lower than the lowest point in 2018, which was higher, however, than the lowest point of 2019. As in 2018, I think the lowest point was 25 cents or something like that, and right now we're at 22 cents, meaning we're really, it did not make too much of a nice move right there. I also think a lot of people have quit XRP in the recent couple of days just because they're too afraid, or maybe they're taking profits. I'm hoping they are, but I'm actually expecting a lot of people just to be scared or to have fudded out of it. Well, this article is actually quite positive on the whole situation, saying how good XRP is going to become, really. It's kind of a praising article in a very, very good way, so to speak. I like the article, but towards price or why it will continue to rise, there's actually never really a good explanation for it all. What I've seen a lot lately as well, though, is that people are more so looking at the longer term now. So what we've seen last couple of years, really, is that crypto's prices are really based upon hype and speculation. Just people saying to each other like, hey, this is what might happen in the future. The price might rise in the future, so let's buy into it right now already. Just because the price might increase, not knowing at all what it really does. How that's different from traditional stocks, I'm saying, or I'm thinking, is because with traditional stocks, for example, or with Forex, there's always something behind it. With Forex, I think it's completely different spectrum. But with foreign stocks, with real stocks, I don't know how you would express it, is there's most likely something behind it already. And you might be speculating, but you will always put it in the category of speculating. But when you're buying into a stock, you either know it's already really established, you know they're going stable, or you have a couple of assurances. With crypto, it's so new, it's so strange, it's so vague that you don't really have anything to hold back to, as we all know that all crypto could be zero tomorrow. It's not even that crazy, and it wouldn't really be, I wouldn't even look up to it like crazy. It would just mean that a lot of people wanted to get shut down. But in theory, it could happen, I think. Bitcoin could really go down quite a lot further. There will always be people who are going to buy it, so the literal zero price tag is not going to ever happen. But, for example, back to $100 per coin, in theory, could happen. Is it likely? Definitely not. Is XRP below a cent likely? Definitely not. But it is possible, and it would not be that much of a trouble because there's only $9 billion inside it, and there's only $1 billion in actual volume. What I'm trying to show with that is the last couple of weeks, however, I've actually been seeing a lot more people try to evaluate because of the substance or because of what they really are or what they want to do, instead of all the hypey talk and the random miscellaneous price predictions talk and whatever. I think you can really better your whole experience by just doing a couple of things. First of all, drop in all the expectations of the price over the short term. Don't set any dates to price, and never buy more than you can afford. And maybe the fourth out of all of them, or third, is to always layer your buys. Never buy everything in one bulk unless you're really expecting the price to skyrocket within the next day or something like that. But yeah, guys, that was my view on XRP for right now. There's really a lot going on. I think I will have to make a couple other videos today just because of how much is going on. Yesterday, I did not do anything. I know, but today, I'm going to get back up to it. A lot of stuff coming, guys. Make sure you stay following this channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, by the way, TheDustTBC. Make sure you give me a follow, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a very nice day.